Hello everyone. So I'm gonna give it a minute to see if anybody jumps on, so I can say hello to people. My hair is a little crazy. I was like napping on the floor earlier, just super exhausted. So yeah, we'll see if anyone jumps on, and then I'll get started. I kind of am doing just like an impromptu little, I don't know if you want to call it a tutorial necessarily, just kind of, this morning when I posted the painting stuff, people were asking questions about painting. And although I don't have fondant at the moment, I do have some cookies that are real ice that are now just sitting around. They were like extras and I didn't get to them. So basically what I'm going to do is just kind of do a quick overview of like different techniques for painting. That way people can have kind of like an idea. She was asking like, oh, I'd love like extra like ideas for painting. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of run through a few different ways to paint and what you can mix in and this and that, and kind of give everybody like a better idea. So this is, again, it's just an impromptu video. Simply just going to go over like some different ways to paint fondant. Again, I don't have fondant, but I had royal iced cookies. And they paint pretty much the same, a little bit different, but for the most part it's the same. So like just kind of sharing some techniques on painting for people who want to do it, because it does add, I feel like it adds something very unique, and also can help you create a lot of different colors or things that you might not be able to do otherwise. Say hi. She's very, very tired. Okay, I gotta get to work, honey, okay? I'm going to turn this around and try my best, my crazy area. All right, so I have a couple different things here that I'm gonna share with everyone. So, oh, that's my white. We don't need white. Okay, so blue Sugarprism. I'm going to use an Americolor. I'm gonna mix this with a few different things to kind of give you guys like, I'm gonna do like kind of like patchwork to show you. I don't have any of my vodka. I ran out from painting. I've used that one. I have one bottle and I've used it over 2 years, and anyways, now it's out. So lemon extract, which more or less works the same, and I'll kind of explain the differences. And then I have like some luster dust to show you kind of different techniques. And another way I paint as well is with vegetable shortening. So vegetable shortening works for some things as well. So I'll kind of do some patchwork to show you different, let me see, I've got my water here, and I'm gonna kind of explain why I like certain products the way that I do. Sugarprism, actually, Michelle's in the group, and she, I should tag her. Can I? How do I do that? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let me see. Oh, that's telling me guess. Okay, well, anyways, I'll add her later. So she invented Sugarprism, and since I've used it, it's quickly become like one of my favorite things. There's a lot of different, brands. So I'm going to kind of give everybody like some variation, because I know that maybe not everyone can get their hands on certain things. PME, which is like a brand that makes different cake things. This is a paint and mix. So sort of similar to Sugarprism, but not quite. Like Sugarprism actually tastes really good. It tastes like vanilla. It blends very easily. But I have used quite a bit of this. Like before I discovered Sugarprism, I used this, and there's nothing wrong with it. So we'll kind of add that, and I'll show you guys some different things. So this is the PME. You know what? I'm gonna actually, because this is just from the dollar store, so I'm just gonna write on here so everybody kind of knows like, so this is PME. So you can kind of see, we'll do Sugarprism up here, Sugarprism. We'll write it down. There we go. So Sugarprism, I'll put some right here, and then this will be like lemon extract, just so everybody kind of visually can see it too. Okay, so my Sugarprism. And the nice thing about Sugarprism is you can activate it with water, and it works perfectly like that. Like it's just, I don't know. It's really great. And of course, because like my kids also like to paint with me, I can usually never find my little scoop for my sugar prism. I usually have like a little thing to scoop it out. So let's get some of this. And you don't have to use very much for your sugar prism, like just like a little bit. And then just like a couple drips of water. Yes, baby? What's up? Yes, ma'am. Okay, but give me just a little bit. Can you lay and watch a show with Nikki for just a little bit? I'm just doing a quick tutorial for everybody. Okay, so let me get, so then I've got just a little bit of water. For sugar prism, it's not usually, oh my gosh, see, this is why I don't do impromptu videos, because then I don't have like my dropper. Don't mind me, you guys. Okay, we'll just improvise. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it, you know? Okay, so it doesn't take much, and I'll kind of show you. I'll do this one first just because it's like the easiest one to get going, because you literally just add water. So you want to mix it really well. So this is a blue. I'm really sorry because I don't know all of the exact like blue color that it is. But I'll include her website. I'll also include where you can get the PME mix and paint and anything else that I kind of touch base on. Okay. So I think that's about right. Okay. So with hers, you can, I'm just going to do patchwork. So it works very much like an acrylic paint. So you can layer it. So like when you first put it on, it's pretty light, almost kind of like watercolor-ish. Like that. There we go. So you can kind of see. And then the nice thing is when you're done, like between colors and such, you literally just rinse it off with water and you're good. And you can move on to your next color. And there's no bleed, none of that. Okay, so PME, so we've got a little bit of PME here. The mix and paint. So I'll add, you can add gel color. I'll do a mix of both. So I'll add just a little bit of my Americolor. And then with mix and paint, I usually do vodka, but I'm just out of curiosity, I'm gonna do a little bit of water. Let's try it. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So that works too, pretty thick. Let me see, it's very, very light. So I'll do this and then I'll kind of add a little bit more and we'll go over it. So yeah, so very, very light. Just so you kind of get like an idea, you can kind of see a little bit closer. Both very pretty. My PME went on a little bit thick, but that's okay. So let's add just a little bit more so you can kind of see it better. So again, I'm mixing the PME with just a little bit of Americolor. Dust color does the PF03 blue. So we'll just mix that. It's still really, really light, but that's okay. And it's very thick, so I'm gonna add some more water. There we go. And this will, oh, look. Ah, I got it all over. Okay. So just so you guys can see kind of how it's going on. There we go. And then what we'll do is, maybe I'll do a different gel, like a purple for the lemon extract. So you can kind of get an idea. But this is just to kind of give everybody like different ideas for, so I'll add a couple drops of lemon extract in here. And then I always explain to people, let that soak for a second. Is my purple? What is this? Violet? That, oh, here we go. For when I'm, what was I gonna say? I like lost my thought right now. Don't mind me. Okay, so I'm working on rinsing off. I will say the PME is very, very thick on my paintbrush, so I'm gonna probably switch to a different paintbrush. Hoping this one doesn't have anything on it. Okay, so you basically just want to add a little bit of gel to your lemon extract. Of course, I'm like in the middle of, here we go. I'm right in the middle right now of inventory, so I'm like down to like the null on like all of my colors. Okay, so I just got a little bit of purple gel color on my paintbrush. You have to add kind of quite a bit, otherwise it's going to be very oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. Okay, I lost my thought for a second. So when you're painting with vodka or lemon extract, you're pretty much just creating, if you're adding gel color to it, you're more or less just only creating like a watercolor. So it's very, very light, if you can kind of see. And to be fair, this gel color is pretty old, so it's kind of got, like, you can see some speckling that happens after a lot of time. Like your gel color just kind of is not as like fresh as when you, so all this speckling that you can see, that is simply because of my gel color being old, very old. You know, there's some colors that I use less than others, so don't mind the speckling because it doesn't usually look like that. So I'm going to try to find a fresh one. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I have electric purple, so we'll do that. What's happening with my colors? Okay, there we go. We'll do that and add a little more lemon extract to this one so I can kind of show you with the fresh color. And you know what? Let's switch up paintbrushes while we're at it too. It could possibly be my paintbrush. It looked like there was something stuck on it. So just to be safe. And that's the other downside of working with gel color. If you add too much, it's like, it just kind of just gets stuck. All right, so we'll do this again. Again, it's just mostly gonna be watercolor. So there you go, you can kind of see. And you just be careful, you know, dab off the excess. I should have done that. So when you dip in, Olivia, not right now. No, ma'am. I know you hear me on a video. Nikki is keeping me. Nick. Okay, I'll deal with it in a second. Okay, so I'll bring it up closer again so you guys can kind of see. So as you can tell, I wish this would focus better. You're not getting the speckling. So that was simply just because of the old gel color. It just starts to kind of get like that after time. I noticed that this last weekend when I was trying to paint. So for our reference, this is the blue Sugarprism. This is purple. Well, let's not, I don't want to like call it any brands. Oh, this is Wilton. So this is the old Wilton color. This was Americolor electric purple with lemon extract, and again, it just paints very much like a watercolor. This is Americolor with the PME mix and paint. And then I was gonna do another one. Oh, so Nikki. Excuse me. This is vegetable shortening, which you can use. It creates, I'll show you. So we'll do a little bit more of, I'll do my Americolor powder color in here. I'm trying to think of what I use this for. I had to use it for something very specific.
Can I eat this?
What?
Eat this?
Yes. Yeah, let me just finish up here, okay? All right, so you just mix it in really well. All right.
No.
And then I'm like trying to find, maybe we'll do this one on a different one. Hold on, Nicholas. Okay.
Yes.
So then just kind of how you can see.
Can eat.
I will say it's not ideal, especially like if it's like for cookies. Like if it's like a topper that they're probably not really gonna eat, you know, because like no one wants to eat like a mouthful. And not to say it's a mouthful of shortening, but you know, still not quite ideal. But like if you really had nothing and you're like, oh, I gotta paint this, like I really need to paint this detail or whatever. But again, it's very, very light, very similar to watercolor, but it's you know, not quite. Okay. Oh, and I was going to do some luster dust too, because I feel like that's always kind of something that, you know, people always ask, like, well, how do you paint on your luster dust? You can mix it with vodka or lemon extract, but lemon extract is going to give you a thicker, it is much thicker, and I'm just going to pour it right into my thing. So now, luster dust gets everywhere, so if I don't have to, so I just kind of put in a few. There we go. So you want to make it, oh, here we go. Very thick. Okay, so I'm gonna put my luster dust in there. This should be fairly thick. Of course, this paintbrushes. There we go. All right, so here we go. So like for painting cookies, or if you need to paint it onto your tuppers, and it looks so pretty. So lemon extract is going to make your luster dust very thick and perfect for painting on, where it doesn't have, like with vodka sometimes, like unless you have like a very, very, very high alcohol, it just doesn't get this thick. Like it's not really nice for painting, and it doesn't quite look the same. Do you need help, bud? Okay, let me see. Here. And then can you go take it over there? Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I put these clips in my hair.
Okay. All right, so let me see what else I was going to do. Oh, there was something else I wanted to do to show you guys really quick. Oh, I was going to show how luster dust works with shortening as well. Okay. What are you doing, babe?
Nothing.
Okay, so here we go. So I am going to mix, this is mixing luster dust with shortening. Again, if you don't have anything at all and you really need to paint and you're like, what am I gonna do? And it's preferably something that, you know, is maybe not really truly gonna get eaten, you can use it. Which alcohol I need to paint off on it. So for painting on fondant, you can use any like high grade alcohol. You can use like a vodka or what is it called? Everclear. So just to kind of show you. So this is with lemon extract, and this is with vegetable shortening. I feel like vegetable shortening kind of dulls it down a bit. It's not quite as vibrant gold. So lemon extract, shortening. But if you really, really need to use it, you know, that's just kind of like a technique that you can have. Mixing it with vegetable shortening. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so we'll recap for everybody. This is Sugarprism. This is gel colors, and I explained that the speckles in this is from it being older. So this is with fresh gel color and a little bit of lemon extract. And then this is the PME mix and paint as well, with a little bit of the Americolor dust color. And then luster dust with lemon extract, luster dust used with vegetable shortening, and then this is vegetable shortening and powder color. You can't use shortening with gel color because of the fats and then water content. Like it's not gonna mix like you would need. So that's just kind of some painting. I thought I would just use these leftover cookies that I had to kind of give everybody some examples. I will tag everything below. So if you have any questions, you can refer to that, or if you'd like to know where to pick up these things. But just to kind of give you some different ideas. And again, you can use vodka. So you can use vodka or Everclear for painting as well. It will work similar to the lemon extract, but I have noticed that lemon extract does create a thicker, oops, I just got gold luster dust all over the table. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night.